more intelligence in here. We got to represent, because I've got to get the money for these activities that I'm involved in. So I would jump in my car and go over to, it was, at that time, it was the cottage, the King Tisdale Cottage. And I would go to the cottage and he would say, well, what do you think about that, Dean? And I would say, well, considering the parameters that we're dealing with, and that's what law like. And then I would say, can I go home now? But as most people know, Mr. Law didn't drive. And so I used to sometimes pick him up and take him. He would call me and says, I need to go to so-and-so and so-and-so. And now he didn't realize I didn't work for him. I worked for Savannah State University. But I would get in my little car and I would go and pick Mr. Law up. So one day it occurred to me that perhaps I need to have Mr. Law tell his own story. Because later people come along and they begin to tell your story. And they add things. I did the same thing with Ulysses Davis. I interviewed Ulysses Davis about his work because I thought people needed to know what Mr. Davis, his collection is next door, the Beach Institute and King Tisdale Cottage owns that work, phenomenal wood carving work for those who've seen it. And I wanted people to know what Mr. Davis thought about the pieces of work that he did. For example, one time I took him to the University of, to Georgia State University for a lecture. And somebody came up to him and said, Mr. Davis, do you think all them presidents in your